honestly don't think these cats. Do y'all think? And we don't got to go into the long time, but do y'all think that these cats should even be playing right now with COVID? Like, you see all of these outbreaks, all of these games having to be canceled. I mean, I thought that last season I was bragging about a great job that Adam Silver did with the bubble. That was unlike the other. Like MLB was terrible. You know what I mean? I thought football was terrible. I thought the NHL was great. They moved them both to Canada. But the NBA was successful in the bubble. Now we looking like baseball out here. You know what I mean? Like it's not looking good. And I don't see how they finish the season going the way that they're going now.
Well, I'm gonna say this. You know, I saw George Hill remarks about him being mad about, you know, I'm a grown man, I could go out if I want to. Well, the protocol is to protect you, right? It's to protect you. The protocol is to keep the games going, right? But it's not all about the players, right? This is the problem that I have. It's so many people that's out there in America that are begging for jobs, that don't have jobs, just typical everyday people. Well, with that being said is, we have to think about the equipment managers, the Johnny Joes of the world, the Lynchies, the securities of the world, the medical staffs and people like that who are not getting paid millions of dollars that depend on this money to feed their family. You see what I'm saying? So if the NBA could actually put in certain protocols and say, you know what, when you're on the road, man, you go order room service and stuff, but just don't be outside your hotel. We're trying to finish the season. And George Hill said, man, I'm a grown man, but it's not just about the players, man. Think about these. First of all, it's a blessing to even be working right now. Second of all, think about these others, man, that make shit happen where it's affecting their family. If you cancel the NBA, those people not getting paid. You go pay their salary, George Hill? Like, think about that, man, and stop thinking about yourself. And it's not that hard. Hell, you stand in the damn Ritz-Carlton. Shit, it ain't that damn hard. You stand in the Ritz. I used to be in my room all damn in the Ritz with my feet kicked up, playing with the remote control curtains and shit all in room service. What the hell is you so mad about?
You make a good point. You definitely should be playing right now. I think every league, every professional league that has the money to have the testing and the protocol like they got going on, and it's going to be ups and downs. One thing about Adam Silver, if you look at it, that makes him so smart, he hasn't even scheduled the second half of the season yet. So they're doing the first half. They've cut the travel. You're playing a lot of back-to-backs against the same team. They've made the adjustments. And one thing we got to think about, and doing the financial literacy this past year with the guys, and it's a lot of guys, they need this check. So if we don't play, they don't pay.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear what you're saying, right?
But you got to think about that. Everybody, if I'm a minimum guy, and they chose to cancel the season without pay, which they would do, they went to 75% just to be cool the first time. But this time, if they're not playing, they would not pay. It's a lot of guys still living check to check. And I know we look at the money so that sometimes, but you got to be, it's a lot of guys still living check to check. So you got to put that in perspective too. You're thinking about the masses. You can't just think about the top tier guys. There's still some guys in there that just living check to check too.
But this is my thing though. I think that it's the NBA's job as an employer to have a safe working environment for your employee. And I think that they did that last year with the bubble. I don't think they're doing that this year. And I think that's what it boils down to. And you have something that, I'm not saying they need to shut it down. I'm saying that they need to come up with a system that works. And now that the way that they've had all of these, they look, like I said, it looks like baseball. All of these outbreaks, all these positive tests, all these games canceled. Now you have people at risk. And remember, we still don't know the long-term effects of somebody testing positive with COVID. And so I don't think that they're, and I imagine that Adam Silver is going to pivot and he's going to make, the right decision. I don't think they're like, the NFL where they're going to keep going regardless. And, I don't think it's that type of situation, but I do think it's the responsibility of the NBA to create a system that is safe. Right now, so like for instance, like college, NCAA, they're terrible. Their system is horrible. They don't even have one universal system for all of the whole NCAA. Each team or conference comes up with their own system. That's a terrible system. So they're not doing a good job of keeping their players safe. If you have a good system, I'm all for it. But what they're doing right now, that's not a good system.
And guess what, Etan? They wanna bring back regional bubbles. The Players Association, like, hell no, we ain't doing the bubble again. That was the most safest place.
Right.
I mean, and if that's the safest place, then that's what they need to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, I understand if the players didn't want to do it, but if it's either that or having to shut down the whole season because you have outbreaks of coronavirus all over the place.
I'm with you. They just talking about, man, mentally, man, it broke us down and all this. I was like, all right, when I heard it.
Now, how would y'all adjust to not being able to go out and kick it in cities that y'all like going in? Of course, not Utah. I know y'all not doing Utah, but it's like Miami, LA, New York, Chicago. If y'all was on the road there and y'all couldn't go out, how would y'all adjust?
Man, we're gonna play Blu-ray in the room. What you mean?
Yeah.
Man, we ain't one thing. Well, at least I can say most guys on this panel right now are not messing up their check. So whatever the rule is, the rule is.
Yeah.
You just follow the rule.
That's it.
You know what I mean?
Right.
At this point, and most guys, and I can say this probably about most guys, that once you get a season, you kind of lock in. I mean, you do get a party a little bit during the season, but you locked in. You locked into what's going on, especially if you're on a good team and you win. You really locked in. So we'll follow the rules.